In today's video, I'm going to talk about sports cars and supercars that you can actually comfortably afford for 30k if you have a bit more cash to spare. And some of these cars are really, really good. Now, they are very, very tempting, and believe me, I want a lot of them too. But some of them obviously have high maintenance and insurance costs, and are they rare as well? So, in this video, let's jump into it. I'm Carter Ben, hope you enjoyed the video. Starting with the first car on this list, I'm actually really happy with the choice because it's a car that I think we're actually seeing a lot more of right now, and it is the Ford Mustang. Now, yes, the Ford Mustang is actually a lot more common than it ever used to be, and that's because this version and model has been imported a lot more over the last 5 years, and Ford have finally allowed the Mustang to be in the UK, and this is great for fans. And I actually really love the design of it. It looks really good, and it's still honed back to the original Mustang looks and design, and I think it comes in so many different colours that it looks great as well. And it's weird because it comes with a 2.3 litre 4-cylinder engine for some and a 3.7 litre V6, or you can get the EcoBoost as well. So there's various versions you can get. Of course, the Shelby goes to the V8, and some are 5 litre. So there's a various range of engines, and it's a great car to own. And there's so many Ford dealerships that you'll be able to maintain it fairly well now because there's actually parts to go around. I've always loved the Mustang, and if you actually want one of these, you can get one just over £20,000. For all you Porsche fans out there, I have got you because I have got the 997 here, and this is a lot more affordable than you might think. It's the Porsche that was created from 2004 from the model year of 2005 and was known as the Carrera 4, Carrera 4S, as well as the Turbo. And this car is almost a good way to get into the Porsche entry level because a lot of people might want a 911 when they first start. Now, you can get cheaper Porsches, but a lot of them are pretty kind of doggish now, especially like some of the Boxsters. So with this model, they made so many different versions to really modernize it from the previous car being a 996, which is personally one of my favourite Porsche 911s ever made. However, the 997 was a lot more well equipped, and it was a lot more cooler to its design and really honed back to the older days. It was well known as the bug-eye car actually because it had huge headlamps, and with its 3.6 to 4 litre engine for that 6, they were pretty cool. Here's a turbo as well, and prices roughly for these around 20 to 25,000. Up next is a supercar, and I've gone for the Aston Martin V8 Vantage because these are really well priced at the moment for, I think, one of the prettiest cars on this list. And yes, it is going to be high maintenance and costing just to get it going and tax, etc. But I do believe this is one of the prettiest cars that came out of its period in the 2005 era. And for this, it has a 4.7 litre V8, and it sounds absolutely amazing. I'll just show a clip of how it sounds in a minute. With 430 horsepower and 190 miles an hour top speed, it honestly is a car that is quite understated for its power and stats. And I do really love the interior. Now, I've been in one of these, and it is so nice. Now, obviously, it's a bit dated now, being that it's pretty much 15 years old. But that engine just sounds unreal. And frankly, you just don't see enough of these. Yes, this is the V8 Vantage S, but they do look amazing. And at £28,000, it's under the 30k budget. Up next is a sports car, I think, in my opinion, and it is the Lotus Elise. It is the OG Lotus Elise as well, from the original 2006-2007 model. I absolutely love these, and you don't see them at all. It's really a track car, and probably one of the best handling cars in the world that you can buy, and for its price point is incredible. Now, admittedly, Lotuses do stand for lots of trouble, usually serious, as we remember from Top Gear, and they're not reliable cars at all. But if you want it for a track day toy or a weekend car, this is the perfect sports car, frankly, on this list to go for. I'm going to class it as a sports car because it has a 1.8 litre engine, 1.8 litre supercharged engine, which is actually a Toyota engine, and it develops 243 horsepower. Now, you also need to be fairly small to fit in these because they're pretty tight. It's pretty much a go-kart. However, you will really enjoy yourself on a weekend, and I definitely would love to own one of these. And it is, quality mostly, but it's really about the driving experience. And I think you've got to appreciate it. Now, it might be a bit more of an awkward car to maintain, and if you remember, it's been on Top Gear where they drove the Exige S, but here I found one for 21,750, which for 45,000 miles was really good. Finally on the list is another supercar, and it's the Nissan GTR from 2009. Now, can you believe these used to be £50,000? I obviously haven't gone for any of the newer versions because they are up to 100k now, especially in the GTR spec versions, and even the Nismos are really expensive now. So the new models are really out of there, but obviously everyone knows Godzilla. It is the beast that is probably, again, one of the best handling cars in the world up there with the Elise. It is the Nissan GTR, and I absolutely love Nissan GTRs. They have an incredible spec of over 500 horsepower, which is unreal and really stick to the road. And of course, it's well known for its sound and ability to just produce acceleration. I really love the interior because it really harks back to the old days of the GTR, but also has the Gran Turismo graphics, which is really nice, and even today it just looks great, despite the 2009 version being 13 years old now, and the original headlights. These are around 30k, which has gone over budget, but still well worth the money. Finally, let's finish off with honourable mentions, as always in my videos, and for under 30k for sports cars, you can get a BRZ or GT86, brand new, a Mazda MX-5, which even though it's the smallest, cheapest car on here, definitely worth it, or a Nismo Nissan 370Z. Hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'm Cars with Ben. If you've enjoyed all this car content, please don't forget to leave me a like, comment, subscribe. See you guys in the next video.